Hello and welcome back to my channel. So you'll probably have noticed by now the study with Additti bit has gone. It's now my name and I'm going to be changing the content of this channel, but first, before I explain all of that, I'm going to explain why I was away for so long, for those 10 months. Actually 11 now, I think. I'm not sure, but it's been a while, that's for sure. But basically the reason was, so after my Christmas study with me, I thought, okay, I'm gonna take a bit of a break because of A-levels, you know, they mean a lot in terms of further progression into higher education. So I was like, you know what, okay, let's take a break. So that was my main reason. And then COVID came along. That changed a few things as well. I'm not gonna go into the reasons why I didn't do it over lockdown, but I think starting in now I'm taking a gap year, is going to be quite good. So hopefully I can do weekly videos, yeah, that sort of thing. Okay, now to the content of this channel. So a lot of you subscribed or watch me because I give study tips. What I want to do from now is, instead of giving study tips, I want to focus more on self-improvement and personal growth. That was just a little quick intro as to why I haven't been on here for so long, but it's okay. I am back now and hopefully we can do the weekly uploads and everything again. But anyway, you most likely clicked on this video because you want to know about overthinking, and that's why I'm here to tell you. I'm going to tell you what actually is overthinking and just how to deal with it. Also, because I haven't posted it in so long, I've literally lost my tripod. I cannot find it anywhere. So you're gonna have to bear with this makeshift setup, but hopefully I will have it by next week. If I don't, this is what we're gonna stick to for now. So I have some notes with me, so if I look down at any point, that's why. But let's get started. Signs that you may be overthinking. So firstly is indecisiveness. There'll be two different things. One is good in these aspects and another is good in different aspects. So you're taking forever to make a decision because you have so many options, or even if you have a few options, you don't know which is best because you're thinking about it too much. And that is an example of overthinking. Okay, so the second sign that you may be overthinking is thinking about the past too much. So what I mean by that is, if you are thinking about conversations you've had or events that happened, and you're thinking about, oh, I shouldn't have done this, I shouldn't have done that, or if I had done this, it would have turned out a lot better. Or maybe embarrassing moments. Everyone has embarrassing moments from time to time, and overthinking may just be thinking about how you felt in that moment and ruminating, really. The truth is, you cannot change what happened, and a lot of people, a lot of overthinkers forget that, and so they keep thinking about the same thing again and again, making themselves feel really anxious. So that's sign number 2. Sign number 3 would be asking a lot of what if questions. So going back to sign number 2, saying, oh yeah, what if I did this, what if I did that, or what if this was to happen, what if that was to happen. And a lot of the times these what if questions aren't supported with evidence. They kind of just come from anywhere. So it's kind of like saying, what if there was an earthquake? That sort of thing. If you feel like you relate to some of these signs, don't worry, it's fine. We are gonna go over how to deal with overthinking, so just keep watching the video and you'll get there. So sign number 4 is thinking about the hidden meaning behind everything. To some extent, thinking about the hidden meaning behind things is good, because some of the times things aren't what they seem. If someone says something to you, obviously with words, but their body language says something different, that would imply a hidden meaning behind it. And that's good. It's a way to protect yourself at times. But there isn't a hidden meaning behind everything. And what an overthinker will tend to do is think that every single thing has a hidden meaning behind it, when that's just not true. You're thinking about things aren't really there. Sign number 5 is not staying in the present. If you're overthinking, that means you're obviously thinking a lot. And so that means that you're in your head and not in the present moment. So that's why I would say that that's one of the signs as well. But that doesn't mean that if you're not in the present moment, It doesn't mean you're overthinking, but a lot of the time people who overthink tend to not be in the present moment. So those were the 5 signs. Now we're going to go into how to actually deal with overthinking, because it's all good and well knowing that you've got these signs, but dealing with them is what matters most. So firstly, the most crucial way, in my opinion, of being able to deal with overthinking is literally just noticing that you're overthinking. Say for example, you're overthinking about sending a text message. So say if you're spending like half an hour on sending like a 1-line message, that's a clear indication that you're overthinking it. So just being able to call yourself out on it, really. Just being like, oh, okay, I'm spending way too long on this, I'm thinking about it way too much, let's just do it. And I find that helps because you tend to shift your focus onto something else, something usually a bit more productive. And also, if you feel yourself going back into the trap of overthinking about that one thing, then try and consciously divert your thoughts. I find that helps too. So if you go back to the text message example, it's saying to yourself, oh, okay, I'm spending way too long on this, I just need to do it. What overthinking is not acting. So you're thinking about something so much that you don't act on it in the end. And that's what you could say you were doing with this text message. You were thinking about it so much that you took ages to send it. That sort of thing. Another way that you could deal with overthinking that I've actually seen on the internet is scheduling time to worry or think. I personally wouldn't do this, but I've seen on the internet that it has worked for quite a lot of people. So basically what it is, instead of worrying for the whole day, take 15 minutes out, or however long you need really, but not too long. Take that time out either in the morning or the afternoon or the evening, like kind of fit it around your schedule, and just spend that time thinking so that it doesn't distract you from your commitments, your work during the day. You have that time, so you're still allowed to think, but you have condensed it into one period, so that way it becomes a bit more productive. So yeah, as I said, I personally wouldn't do this, but I've seen for quite a lot of people that it has worked. So if you are an overthinker, it may be something to try. But one thing that I would do is keep yourself occupied. If you keep yourself occupied, you don't really have time to overthink, I should say. So it becomes a lot easier to come out of the trap of overthinking. You could keep yourself occupied with work, although don't overwork yourself because that's not good for you now or in the long run. It's just as bad as overthinking, to be honest, so don't do that. But you can find a hobby that you really enjoy, or if you have current hobbies, try and pursue them a bit more. So that may be like swimming or boxing or knitting, or just those are just a few that came to my head. But also, even if it's not a hobby of yours, just exercising, because that's really good for you. Even if you're already quite fit, it's about how good it is for you mentally as well. So exercise is a good one, and honestly, when you're doing cardio or something, it's so hard to think of anything else. So I would say exercise is a good one. But yeah, just keeping yourself occupied, I would say, is a really good way of just not thinking about things. That doesn't mean you shouldn't self-reflect. Self-reflection is such a good thing. And I'm going to do a whole video about that, and actually the practice of journaling. So yeah, that'll be my next video, so stay tuned for that one. But anyway, more ways to deal with overthinking. Another one would be meditation. Personally, I was always like, is meditation really gonna work? I was like that for so many years. But this year, probably like a month or two ago, I started getting into meditations, and I don't do them every single day just because I forget, so I need to get on top of that. But I do them probably a few times a week, I'd say, and I'd say they're quite good. I probably haven't seen the immediate benefit of meditation yet because I haven't been doing it for that long and that regularly. But I've seen like Instagram influencers, they meditate every single day and swear by it. There are singers that swear by it. So if you haven't tried it, I would say try it, because Honestly, I was the same. I was like, oh, I don't really want to try it. But now I have, I think that I can say a bit more on it. But yeah, like, it doesn't have to be long. It can be 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You don't have to do the whole like 30-minute meditation because that's hard. I know Goodful, I think that's by BuzzFeed, they have a good one, but all you have to do is type 5-minute meditation into YouTube and you'll get quite a few. I would say, yeah, do a few of those and then move on to 10-minute ones and then kind of build up to 30-minute, or if you can do it, a whole hour meditation, because that would be so good for you. Meditation is literally so powerful. If you do it, I think every single day, your brain chemistry can change within as little as 2 weeks. So I think it's worth doing, especially if you have a habit of overthinking. Anyway, that's it for today's video. It's been so nice coming back on camera again after so long. But if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. But also, if you want more information and videos on self-improvement, personal growth and productivity, then do subscribe. But thank you for watching. I will see you in another video. Bye!